Assalamualaikum. We are from Group 7 and today we are going to debate about the topic which is freedom of speech can bring more good than harm. When an individual or corporation has the right to freedom of speech, they can express their opinions without restriction or censorship. In Malaysia, freedom of speech is a constitutional right under Article 10, though it can be restricted proportionally to protect security, public order, or national interests in line with global human rights law. Therefore, freedom of speech brings more good than harm. When a person chooses to leak numerous state secrets to the press, he or she can raise a complex question about freedom of speech that our society is still grappling with. Did this action harm the legitimate operations of the government, or did the information that revealed shed light on actions the government should never have taken? Determining where to draw the line between protecting sensitive information or protecting the public is challenging. However, having this right in society allows us to engage in that critical discussion. For example, when the appetite of Gaza has happened since October last year, people all over the world has been talked about it and keep on educating themselves on how this unhuman attack towards innocent citizens could happen. People also did their research on companies that are giving hands on the Israel's government that unexpectedly one of it is Starbucks. The number cannot be independently verified, but I did a quick check on the Starbucks website that shows at least 60 branches are marked closed or temporarily closed due to boycotts movement. This statement alone could easily show the power of speech and keep voicing out can affect any parties in a bad way or in a good way.
So while I agree that freedom of speech has its own merits, but don't you think that it can also sometimes enable harmful consequences, particularly through the spread of hate speech and extreme ideologies? It provides a platform for individual and group to incite violence and spread discriminatory ideas and encourage dangerous behavior that destabilize the societies nowadays. For for example, the Charleston church shooting on June 17, 2015. The perpetrator, driven by a racist ideology, targeted a historically black church, which resulted in the murder of nine innocent individuals during a prayer service. So it was revealed that his views were shaped and reinforced by exposure to unregulated hate speech and extremist propaganda online. This tragedy shows that freedom of speech, when never left unchecked, can serve as a tool for individuals to spread toxic ideologies and justify violence. So it normalizes discrimination, can cause individuals to be violent and create a climate where hate crime and terrorism are more likely to occur. Platforms that allow such speech under the guise of freedom often fail to recognize the broader societal harm that it causes. So this is this isn't just about words. It's about real world consequences. It dehumanizes, divide and incites. Freedom of speech without a proper boundaries risks creating environments where extremist views gain traction and result in irreversible harm to communities and individuals. So I have to disagree that freedom of speech bring more good than harm.
You may be right, but I don't think everyone is free to convey such a hate speech and extreme ideologies if you use the freedom of speech wisely. Doesn't it define as our own negative behavior? And so, in my opinion, I agree with the statement that freedom of speech bring more good than harm. It allows people to share different perspectives and ideas. Freedom of speech enables people to exchange ideas and opinion among a group of people, as for example, since every person has a different perspective on how they identify the information conveyed or the topic given. For instance, the exchange of opinion, just like we do right now, right? Whether through debate or a discussion during formal or informal meeting. Hence, that is because some of us might agree and some of us probably disagree about the topic we are talking about. That is why freedom of speech during a discussion is literally a good thing and a beneficial method as it helps to find the idea and get a better understanding among the group. In addition, freedom of speech promotes a healthy debate. Freedom of speech allows individuals to express themselves authentically for the exchange of ideas through debates or discussion. Healthy debates are essential for testing ideas, uncovering new perspectives, and finding solutions to complex societal problems. By engaging in open dialogue, like a parliament, as for example, individuals have the opportunity to express their own ideas, thought, and belief without fear of censorship, without fear of censorship or repression.
Okay, I agree with you that freedom of speech may let people share ideas. While it allows showing of perspective, it also opens door to misinformation, hate speech, and harmful rhetoric that can polarize society and undermine constructive dialogue. I disagree with the statement freedom of speech brings more good than harm because it often allows misinformation to spread widely, causing serious problem in society. Sorry. Misinformation, such as fake news, misleads people by creating confusion, fear, and uncertainty, which can sometimes lead to dangerous consequences. For instance, during the COVID-19 pandemic, widespread false claims about unproven cures circulated rapidly, prompting some individuals to consume hazardous substances. These actions resulted in severe health complications and, in some cases, tragic fatalities, highlighting the real world dangers of unchecked misinformation. Additionally, misinformation distorts public understanding of critical issue, making it more challenging for individuals and communities to make informed decisions. A clear example is the spread of misinformation about climate change, which has undermined trust in scientific consensus and delayed meaningful action. By convincing some that the crisis is overstated or a hoax, such falsehoods have worsened by the long-term environmental and societal impacts, complicating efforts to address one of the most pressing challenges of our time.
To sum things up, though some of us may disagree with our topic today, I am here to tell you that freedom of speech can bring more good than harm. This is because the principle of freedom of speech plays a vital role in fostering open dialogue, promoting individual rights, and advancing societal progress. While it can sometimes lead to harmful or offensive speech, the overall benefits, such as encouraging diverse viewpoints, supporting democratic values, and enabling social change far outweigh the potential harms. Safeguarding freedom of speech ensures a society that is better equipped to address challenges, correct injustice, and protect fundamental freedoms. As long as this right is exercised responsibly, it remains a cornerstone of a thriving and free society. That's all from us. Thank you.